What's up, y'all? It's your boy RHOA. We're back with another video, and right now we got some interesting talk from Cynthia about Marlo. Tune into this video.
Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy RHOA, and we back with another video. Yep, y'all know we talking more Real Housewives of Atlanta news right now. Listen, everything is going on at this very moment. This stuff is popping off on the daily, mostly because this reunion is set to be so heated. And you guys know that we're right in the midst of that right now. And I suspect that this is going to be going on well into the summer. So we're going to have a whole lot to look forward to as this continues. Now, let's get through some housekeeping real quick. I'm your boy DJRichieSkye, news, entertainment, and pop culture host. If you guys want to know more about me, check out my Instagram and my Twitter. Mostly Instagram, though. That's at DJRichieSkye. You guys can see everything that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. You guys can see the stuff that I've done before. If the intro and the outro were not enough for you. Also, you guys need to subscribe to the channel. Please, please, please. Hit that notification button at the top so you can be informed every time we drop a new video. Right now, we're dropping new videos twice a day. Unless it's the weekend, I'm trying to do those once a day. Unless we got some craziness that pops off, then I'm going to give it to y'all. You know how we do it. And then next week, I will be in Dubai for the week. So you guys will be getting one video per day at least, with probably maybe even a longer video because I want to put in as much content as possible to make sure I give you guys all the latest and greatest, even though I'll be on vacation. All right. So with that out of the way, let's get into this whole thing with Cynthia Bailey. Now, you guys know that I told you yesterday, or was it the day before, we had some casting news, right? And the streets are saying that Cynthia Bailey is not returning back to the show. And let me tell you why this is possibly the case at this point. Because my sources tell me that although some contracts have gone out for the Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 12, things are popping off behind the scenes, which is why a lot of these ladies are doing a lot of talking right now. And not everybody has received their contracts. Yeah. That's what's up. Not everybody's received them. So it's really interesting that the streets are saying that Cynthia Bailey's not returning, but Cynthia Bailey's talking about why Marlo is not a housewife and probably never will be a housewife.
Miss Marlo Hampton, she's been a friend of the show for a while. You know, you've been friends with her.
Yeah.
What do you think she brings to the show? And why we keep bringing her back every
Right. I think Marlo definitely brings her fashions to the show. That's what, her whole thing, that's what she loves. And I think it's great, to have somebody that, is really into fashion on the show. I think she definitely was, became the bone collector of the season, definitely stirred the pot. Like, she collected bones, stirred the pot, but she collected bones and put them in the pot and stirred the pot. She was doing everything. So she definitely was a little messy this season, but, that's Marlo.
Do you think Marlo deserves a peach?
You know what? I am not the peach giver. I don't give peaches, and I don't take peaches away.
In your personal opinion?
In my personal opinion, I think that anyone that's holding a peach, I think you have to be willing to share your life completely, your personal life and your private life. So if you are holding a peach, then you have to be, willing to give your complete life. And I don't know if Marlo is willing to do that.
All right. So, we do a lot of commenting here and a lot of commentary on this channel for those of you who may not be familiar with what we do on this channel, right? So we talk a lot of fan theories. We talk about a lot of stuff that's happening in the media with a lot of our favorite shows. That's what we do on this channel. And yesterday I told y'all that the speculation on the streets were that the Bravo executive were actually eyeing Marlo to see whether or not she would want a peach for next season, right? And apparently they were looking to either replace Cynthia with Marlo or Cynthia with Tanya. What? Tanya. Is Tanya? Is it Tanya? Okay, I think it's Tanya. Okay, whatever. I like her, so I'm welcoming her to the cast if she want to be a part of the cast. Boom. Okay, so you know, it's interesting to me because Cynthia is indicating basically, it's almost like she's indicating that Marlo has something to hide. Now, the streets, y'all, have been talking for a very long time, indicating that Marlo, you know, has sugar daddies, and she's never really flat out denied that. I mean, in fact, I think she even said on Watch What Happens Live or either on the reunion one year that she basically got one of her, I guess, got her house from one of her sugar daddies. Is that what you call it? I guess it's a sugar. I guess, listen, if they're buying you a house, you can call them whatever you want to. Actually, you know, I'll call you whatever you want to. You buy me a house. Come on. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So apparently, you know, Cynthia is indicating that Marlo doesn't want to show her personal life. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Coming from Bravo myself, they are going to want to see your personal life, because it's your personal life that tells your story and makes you captivating for viewers. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's what they want. They want people that can personalize their experiences for other people. And and that's really the only way you can become a successful housewife. Now, you cannot become a successful housewife or a reality star without being able to really expose y'all get that Jocelyn Hernandez reference? Expose the inner workings of your private life. Now, you know, so for instance, and we really don't, we're not clear too much on what Marlo does, because over the years she's kind of been a little bit sketchy about what she actually does.
There's always a lot of curiosity around your job and what you do for a living. What do you think about that? Why people are so curious?
I don't know. I've just never heard anyone that's like, where do you get your money from? I mean, I mentioned that over, six years ago? I told them where I get my money from. I've had a boutique. It's crazy.
Do you still have the boutique also?
No, I don't have the boutique now.
Do you think you'll open up a new one in the future maybe?
I may, not a boutique. It'd be more like a fashion house where you can come and pull clothes, be styled, where you can rent pieces and things like that.
Do you still work as a stylist also?
I do style. I usually do majority ghost styling though. People you style, but they don't want people to know they style, like maybe for a fashion blogger, or maybe, you know, just people who don't want to be known that they have a stylist. And I like that better, but I feel good when I see my work out there and I just give them a wink, hey, thanks for the check and you look fabulous. This passion for fashion literally came from my DNA. But I mean, I have to say it really came from my grandmother, Ari, and my mom, Emma, because both of them were always fabulous at church with the big hats, the jewelry. So it's literally in my DNA. That's why I did a fashion line behind them called Ari and Emma. So Ari and Emma, you're gonna have sunglasses, you're gonna have jewelry, and then also have a hairline, and then also have an eBay store, and I also have MarloHampton.com. I have a lot of things in the works, and real estate. I'm good at just about anything. I mean, I try anything, and usually when I try it, I can do it.
Okay, so I'm still a little bit confused. She's had a store, she has a clothing line or brand, she has an LLC, she's investing in real estate. Although, is she invested in real estate, or does she have real estate because one of the sugar daddies gave her the... I don't know. It's very interesting to me because I'm quite perplexed about this whole situation with Marlo. The report online indicates that Bravo executives are looking at her for a peach. My question is, would she be able to have one if she doesn't really show that much of her life? Because honestly, now if we think about it, she could have a peach, and for as much as she's on the show, I really don't feel like I need to know that much of her private life. It's kind of reminiscent of the situation with Kim Zolciak in the beginning stages of Real Housewives of Atlanta, when we never really saw Big Papa, but the thing that Kim had going for her is that she had kids and an assistant or a slave, according to Nene. Sweetie, y'all remember Sweetie? Whatever happened to Sweetie? Somebody type that down in the comments if y'all know what happened to Sweetie. Y'all miss Sweetie? Back to what I was saying. So that worked out for Kim Zolciak because she had a family, a kids, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's the thing that's maybe not working for Marlo in some instances, is that she doesn't necessarily have kids that we know of, or she doesn't necessarily have the family that she's willing to expose So it's interesting to me. I would be here for her having a peach. I want to know more about her. But it's interesting. I don't know if she would be a good cast member because when we talked to our friend Quentin Latham, aka Funky Dineva, he had this to say about Marlo and a reality show that they were working on and why that didn't work out.
And last but not least, why do you think Marlo hasn't gotten a peach?
Marlo hasn't gotten a peach for a lot of reasons. Marlo hasn't gotten a peach because Marlo hasn't gotten a job. Marlo hasn't gotten a peach because Marlo hasn't gotten a husband. Marlo hasn't gotten a peach because Marlo just doesn't have the good sense to be more than a one-trick pony, and that's her fashions.
And you were working on a show with her, right?
And Marlo hasn't gotten a peach because she ruined the show that we were working on. Yeah, you know, Candy and Todd were producing a show for WeTV. It was a fashion-based reality show about fashion designers and media people in Atlanta on the up and up. And we were 2 weeks away from filming. I mean, production deal done, contract signed, production staff in place, showrunner in the city. And we got a call that said the show was being canceled because the cast, a la Marlo and one other castmate, Rico Chapelle, were being extremely difficult, and they said, we are not in the process or habit of creating monsters. Ooh. And if you guys are being this difficult now, we can only imagine what you will be later. And the show was nixed.
Woo! Listen, I told y'all I'm gonna be bringing it to y'all hot and heavy these days. And y'all heard, I mean, if you hadn't seen that interview already, you've now heard it from the horse's mouth, that basically that's the reason why that show didn't work out with that Candy was pitching to WeTV. They were all set to film, and then perhaps because she got some diva ways, maybe that's the reason why she doesn't really work out on Housewives. We don't know. It's yet to be seen. So leave a note down in the comments below. Let me know whether or not y'all will be here for Marlo getting a peach, or if y'all think she should just stay on the sidelines, or whether or not you think she actually wants a peach. And actually, do you think that Cynthia is right about this whole situation? I just thought the whole thing was interesting, so I really wanted to put together a bunch of these, you know, clips and have you guys analyze them and tell me what y'all think, because this is always fun for me. So it's always fun for me to go back and forth with you guys in the comments and kind of see some of what y'all think. So anyway, y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button, because we're coming at y'all guys with videos daily. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, please do so. It's at DJRichieSkye. You guys can see a lot of the behind the scenes of my life, if you're interested in that sort of thing. And if you guys are interested in my trip to Dubai next week, I'm going to try to do some behind the scenes. And what I would probably do is put them after the outro of my videos next week. So you guys can just get I mean, some people like stuff like that. And so I always think it's fascinating to see, you know, when people go to other countries and stuff like that. And if y'all really like it, then I'll make a whole, you know, video blog about the trip to Dubai. I mean, because listen, I'm always interested in seeing places that I haven't been yet. So for me, I know that some of y'all might feel it too. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell button, and follow me on Instagram at DJRichieSkye. I'll see you guys in the next video.